They say opposites attract, but there's rarely been such a textbook example. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Penny and Leonard moments on The Big Bang Theory.
I can't believe you saved all this stuff.
Of course I did. It's you.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at those moments between these on-screen neighbors and eventual couple that highlight why, despite their differences, Penny and Leonard were meant to be together.
I love you, but no, I will not marry you.
Thank you.
Now about that second proposal. On the one hand...
Number 10. The first time they met. As far as meet-cutes go, this one is, well, awkward. Leonard and Sheldon have just come home to discover their new neighbor.
Oh, hi.
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 The introduction is definitely cringeworthy, as Leonard struggles to make conversation.
Leonard, I'm no expert here, but I believe in the context of a luncheon invitation, you might want to skip the reference to bowel movements.
Thankfully, Penny eventually manages to parse meaning from his verbal diarrhea and understands that he's inviting her over for lunch. Leonard is an experimental physicist at Caltech, and Penny is a Sagittarius vegetarian who loves steak. While Sheldon is wholly underwhelmed by her charms, Leonard hangs on to her every word. The whole encounter is hilarious and reminds us just how far these two have come since first meeting.
This is really impressive.
I have a board. If you like boards, this is my board.
Number 9. The relationship agreement. Many seasons and misadventures later, the spark fizzles for this now married couple, and weirdly, they turn to Sheldon to reignite the flame.
Would you please help us make a relationship agreement?
Sheldon's contracts have always been a running gag throughout the series, but suddenly it doesn't seem too funny when Leonard and Penny realize that having one might save their relationship. Sheldon is thrilled and soon presents them with a relationship agreement. That includes Penny not saying everything is fine when it's not, and Leonard limiting his video gaming and underpants hours to when Penny isn't home.
This includes boxers, briefs, thongs, G-strings, or anything else that calls attention to his pasty little thighs.
Who says romance can't be structured? Number 8. Leonard buys Penny a car. These two may not always see eye to eye, but they definitely care about each other, even if they don't always know how to show it. When Penny panics after her car breaks down, Leonard unintentionally rubs salt in the wound by patronizing Penny in front of all their friends. It doesn't take him long to realize what a jerk he's been, and he makes it up to her by buying her a car.
This isn't your car?
I know. I thought we'd take yours.
The gesture is so sweet, and shows that he's actually just been looking out for her the whole time. Number 7. Their first romantic kiss. Sheldon plays Cupid once again when Penny and Leonard get cold feet ahead of their first date. They're both nervous, because the other isn't the kind of person either one of them would normally go out with.
Your potential relationship with Leonard right now can be thought of as both good and bad. It is only by opening the box that you'll find out which it is.
Sheldon proves to be surprisingly helpful in this matter, by telling them both to compare their relationship's potential to Schrodinger's cat. Thanks to Sheldon, Schrodinger, and his cat, Penny decides to test out this theory before she heads out with Leonard. She kisses him, and wouldn't you know it, she discovers that the cat is very much alive. This is romance the way that only The Big Bang Theory can tell it.
All right, the cat's alive. Let's go to dinner.
Number 6. Valentine's Day. Fancy dinner turns into burgers in the car when Leonard and Penny ditch their Valentine's Day plans after the maitre d' makes Penny feel old. They spend the rest of the night trying to prove that they're still young and fun, but dismiss plans to go dancing or skinny dipping.
I realize that when two people are in love, sometimes they...
Happy Valentine's Day!
In a final attempt to prove their best days are not yet behind them, they burst into the apartment dressed as Cupids and throw confetti. While this may prove that their respective inner children are indeed alive, we don't envy the cleanup. Number 5. Penny says I love you to Leonard. Leonard becomes jealous after learning that Penny has a young, attractive British study partner, and embarrasses her when she catches him trying to scare off her new friend.
Listen to me, you are the one I'm with. You know I love you, so will you please relax because you're driving me crazy?
When Penny confronts Leonard, she ends up accidentally blurting out that she loves him. They're both lost for words after Penny drops the L-bomb, and quickly decide to part ways before they both start crying.
We both know if I start crying, you're gonna start crying.
You're right, you should go.
All right.
It might not seem like the most romantic moment, but it wholly encompasses what makes Penny and Leonard the couple we love to watch. Things have never been simple for them, but the love has always been real. Number 4. The proposal. This one has been a long time coming, and the showrunners really kept us on the hook with a higher than usual proposal count between these two characters.
I'm sorry, I crossed a line, I didn't mean to.
Who says something like that right in the middle of sex?
I don't know, it just came out.
Leonard's first proposal was badly timed, and Penny's was a drunken mistake. But hey, all those misfires just served to make the real deal all the more exciting.
Getting fired from that movie was the best thing that could have happened to me, okay? I finally realized I don't need to be famous or have some big career to be happy.
Then what do you need?
You stupid Pop-Tart!
Of course, even then, it's not your average proposal, with Penny yelling at Leonard that he's her Pop-Tart rather than bran muffin. Although it's not the most romantic proposal, Leonard brings it back when he reveals the ring he's been carrying around for years.
This would have been so much more romantic if you didn't have monkey hair on your finger.
Number 3. Penny can't be romantic. When Howard pulls off the ultimate romantic gesture, Leonard points out to Penny that she has never done anything romantic for him.
All right, lover boy, get ready, because there's a crap storm of romance coming your way.
Despite calling Raj in for help on the subject of romance, Penny's crap storm of romance falls flat. You have to feel bad for Penny, but as soon as she reveals her box of keepsakes from their relationship, all is forgiven, and the hearts of viewers everywhere absolutely melt.
Here's the thank you letter you wrote me after the first time I slept with you. All 11 pages of it.
Leonard realizes that he never needed some grand gesture, and is deeply touched by the sentiment. They might not always know how to show it, but these two really love each other. Number 2. Prom. When Bernadette and Amy find Penny's prom dress, they're inspired to have a prom do-over, minus the drama. Penny and Leonard are the first to arrive, and manage to make the night extra special without their friends or music, in a moment that is arguably one of the show's most moving.
Look at me, dancing with the prettiest girl at the prom.
They acknowledge that they never would have gone to prom together back in high school. But hey, what they have now has clearly been worth the wait. Their relationship is a testament to how much they've both matured. They get to do all the best bits of prom, without the drama, and show us how perfect they are together. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Rose-scented preparation H for women? Now the H is for her.
I'm proud of you. The world may have forgotten about Dance Dance Revolution, but not this smooth criminal.
Oh boy. What is it?
It's a snowflake from the North Pole.
Are you serious?
It'll last forever. I preserved it in a 1% solution of polyvinyl acetyl resin.
Number 1. Leonard and Penny get married in Vegas. This event was a long time coming, but thankfully they made up for the wait by giving us 2 weddings. The first time is a spontaneous Vegas wedding, which they assume their friends are watching via live stream. Their impromptu Vegas wedding might not have been conventional, but it perfectly reflects them as a couple, right down to the vows, with Leonard being prepared for he and Penny improvising, but nonetheless nailing it.
You've got a friend in me.
Is that the song from Toy Story?
He loves that movie.
I do.
This wedding might not be the most romantic, but it nonetheless highlights everything we love about them, and we wouldn't have it any other way. That being said, their second wedding was a nice bit of sentimental icing on the cake.
Okay. I now pronounce you husband and wife. and weird other husband who came with the apartment.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.